Hey there, kiddos. Guess what time it is? It is time for another edition of What the Heck Are We Making? So today we are making, woohoo, an In the Hoop Zip Bag. Which In the Hoop Zip Bag are we making? We are making the Taco Tuesday Zip Bag. Woohoo! Now you'll notice on this zip bag that the zipper's on the back, which means we are going to have to do two hoopings. All right, this is the little 5x7. Hopefully by the time this video is all done, I can show you all the sizes, but I'm in here working. So what are we gonna need? Well, we need the pattern. And again, it's a two hooper. So we're gonna do this pattern first, the back with the zipper, and then we'll do the second pattern, the front, and attach the back and blah, blah, blah. We are going to need marine vinyl. We're going to need a zipper that's about 2 inches longer than the width of the bag. 1 or 2 D-rings or lobster claws. And some gross grain ribbon. And some ollie fun, which I did not pull out because I'm wholly unprepared for today. So step 1, grab your hoop. Hoop up some medium weight cutaway stabilizer and run color stop 1 on pattern 1, the back. We'll be back in a minute. Hey, and here we are. So there is the die line for our vinyl and the die line for our zipper placement. Now usually you're used to putting your zipper head over to the left-hand side because this is the back and it's gonna get flipped and turned and inside out. We're gonna do it this way. Trust me, it works. All right, so we want to line that zipper tape up so that it is covering that die line. Your zipper tape is about 1 inch. That die line is about 1 inch. We're gonna make sure it's nice and straight and perfect and all the way across. And we're gonna tape it in place because tapey tape is the bestie best. There we go. We're gonna throw it back in the machine and run color stop 2. Back in a second. Oh my God, and there we are. We're all tacked down. Now it's time to put some vinyl on this bad boy. You're gonna need 2 pieces of vinyl. This is the 6x10, so it's 2.5 by 10 and 4 by 10. All of the bags will have their exact measurements in the how to PDF. So we are going to put that vinyl on there and line it up so that it covers our die line. And then we're just gonna put a little bit of tape. Ooh, I'm gonna put a little bit of tape right there. And I'm gonna be holding both of those pieces in place with 1 piece of tape on the left. That was the right. And 1 piece of tape over here on this other side since I can't tell my Bert from my Ernie. There we go. Throw it in the machine and run color stop 3. Back in a second. Easy peasy, and we're all done. So we're gonna pop up this tape and we're gonna pop up this tape. Oh, come here. And now we're gonna do our zipper trick. I know already. It's okay. There's more to come. So we open our zipper to about 2 fingers from the left-hand side. We're gonna go ahead and put a little piece of tape over our transition here and a little piece of tape over our transition here. And we're gonna put it back in the machine and run color stop. Yes, that's the new counting system. The new counting system is 1, 2, 3. So do number 4 and we'll be back in a second. And here we are. So we've got our tack line. So we know where we're going and what we're doing when we get there. We're gonna roll this around and pull this tape back. But we're not gonna take it up, just pull it back. Grab your zipper tape and we're gonna cut the teeth out of it. So you wanna go down the right side all the way to the tack line, left side all the way to the tack line. Now, pull the teeth up, but don't cut at the tack line. Come back about 1/4 inch. Right about there. Now, grab all of this zipper tape, vinyl, whatever. Come in here with your seam ripper and put a small little gash in your stabilizer. Stuff your zipper tape. Pull it through the other side. Lay everything back down. Put your tape down. Rotate. Pull up this little piece of zipper tape or tapey tape. And then cut down all the teeth from the ribbon all the way down to your tack line. on both the left and the right. Come here. There you go. And then grab your teeth, just your teeth, only your teeth, pull up, cut about 1/4 of an inch. Woo! Like that. Lift everything up and out of the way. Put a little bit of a tear, about 1 inch long. Whoops, that's a little long, but we'll deal. Stuff your zipper tape underneath, pull it through, put your tape back down, flip your hoop over. We are going to cross those zipper tapes like so. We're going to come over here, we're going to cross those zipper tapes. Yeah, like so. We're going to flip this over and make sure that those are really well schlumped down. We're also going to put, yes, schlumped is also a new vocabulary word. It will be on your quiz on Friday. Put a little slice right there. We're going to put back in. We're going to run color stop 5. And that will be the last color stop for this thing because then we'll be doing the front. Back in a sec. Hey, y'all. Who are we? Where are we? What are we doing again? Okay, so we have finished up the back. The back of our taco zipper bag. So we are going to clean this up just a little bit. We're going to remove this tapey tape. And remember, if you pull this way, then you pull this way, it comes off clean and you don't have to worry about it. And get some little hairs and pull this way. And then we're going to pull this way. And there we go. Oops, and there's another little here. There we go. We're going to flip it over and we're going to trim that off. And we're going to trim that off. And then we will unhoop this bad boy. There we go. Let's go ahead and just throw the hoops on the floor. It's okay. And we are going to trim a whole bunch of this stabilizer off. We're not going to worry about the stabilizer behind the zipper. We'll do that once it's tacked down to the bag. Because then we'll have some positive tension on it and it'll make it easier. But the rest of this stuff we can get rid of now because we don't need it. If you want to go ahead and get rid of those little tack downs right there, you can. You don't have to. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, look. I threw another hoop on the floor. Is it time for me to hula hoop? Okay, so now we're going to hoop up a new piece of we're going to set this aside. We don't need it for a while. And we are going to hoop up a new piece of stabilizer. Woohoo! And we're going to put it in the machine. And we are going to run color stop 1 for our die line for our vinyl placement. So we will be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Peace. And there we go, slow-mo. We got our die line. And then we are going to float. And if you want to tape, you can tape. If you want to spray, you can spray. You can do whatever you want to do. But we are going to put a piece of vinyl for this one. I think it's 10 by 7.5 or 10.5 by 7.5. I can't quite remember. But it's in your PDF. Float it over your die line. Make sure your die line's completely covered. And then throw it back in the machine. And you are going to run all of color stops 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will come back and see you after 9 before 10. But, sorry, no, I lied. 10 are some die lines. So go ahead and run 2 through 10 inclusive. And I will see you between 10 and 11 to tell you what to do then. All right? Peace. Okay, here we are at between color stop 10 and 11. What you need now is your tape, obviously. You need 2 pieces or 3 or 1, 2 or 1, it's up to you, of 3-inch cross grain ribbon and either 2 D-rings or 1 D-ring. There's an attachment here to make it a wristlet, and then there's 2 attachments here to make this bag a crossbody. I'm doing it as a crossbody So we're gonna flip this around. We're gonna take a D-ring. And this is different from how I normally do my bags because it's a 2-part bag and the zipper's on the back and blah, 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 and folding and flipping and blah, blah, blah. We are going to put the D-ring to the inside of the bag. And the raw edgy edges out to the outside, just like that. Make sure that you tape this down, the inside down and the outside down. So, and then we're gonna grab a dusty thing and fold it through and place it here. Remember, if you wanna do a wristlet, you just do the one right here. If you wanna do a crossbody, you do one. And now we're doing 2. And we want to make sure that there's no floppy metal bits in our machine. So we're gonna tape it down in here as well. We're gonna throw it in the machine and we are gonna run color stop 11 to tack those bad boys down. Back in a second. And there we go. Okay, so now for the fun part, we have to attach the back. So we're gonna peel up this tape. And we're gonna peel up this tape. And we are going to trim that and that. Yeah, come here. There you go. And then we are going to, you'll notice it did some little tack lines right here. That is to help us line up the back. So take your back, ugly side towards you, fold it down, and you see this raw edge right here? You want to line that raw edge up with that raw edge, and you want to center these 2 marks like so. Does that make sense? Okay, so you want to make sure your zipper, let's do it this way. See your zipper is smack dab between this line and this line, and this line and this line. Probably should not have done them in the same color yellow. And then you want to make sure that this line, see this line, is just a little bit on the outside of the taco. It takes a little bit of back and forthing. If you don't put it down just right the first time, that's okay. You can back and forth it a little bit. There we go, there we go, there we go. And we all lined up. It appears so. So. Da-da-da. Go that way just a little bit. And go this way. Yep, we're all lined up. So now I am going to use some tape on my 4 corners to make sure this bad boy does not slip, slide, or move away. Woohoo! And then I am also, because you know your needle head does not like transitions, it's going to sew right there. I am going to put tape right there so that it does not catch on any of that stuff. Just like that. I'm going to put it back in the machine and I am going to run color stop 12 and tack these together. Okay, here we go. We're all tacked together. So the first thing we're going to do, just like every other bag, is we're going to cut away the interfacing from our zipper. Woo! We want to be careful, don't cut our zipper. Or in STFA terminology, don't snippy snip your zipper zip. Slow and careful, pay attention to what you're doing. Okay, now I am also going to pull up this tape. I know it got sewed in, that's a pain in the butt, but we can take care of that. Also, inside of the bag, hopefully nobody ever sees it except you and me. Shh. Okay. Arg. I really would like fingernails. Okay. Now, we are going to pop this bad boy out of the hoop. And we're going to move our hoop aside. And we are going to, there's only one straight edge. No, only one straight edge. Oh well, we'll take advantage of it. Here's our straight edge. We are going to cut about 1/8 of an inch away. Boom, oops. Yep, there we go. And now the rest of it we have to hand cut, and there's lots of curvy curves. So I am going to, for as much as I possibly can, use my pinking shears because they make curvy curves way more better for me. And I'm gonna have to come back and do a little surgery there. I'm gonna have to do an innie there. Come down here. And, all right, so if you've done stuffies or turns on curves or anything like that, you know that where your pointy outies are, you need to trim out the extra vinyl or fabric or material. Where you have your innies, you've got to clip your curves so that you don't have weird puckers once you turn. Blah, 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 blah. And it's about decreasing the amount of vinyl and easing the curves and turns so that things work right. Now we are going to stick our fingers in there, and we are going to open our zipper all the way. Okay, and then we're going to put a finger in a corner, and we're going to push and turn. And we're going to go down to a different corner, put our finger in, push and turn. And then we're going to come up to the top. And there are no corners, so we're just going to work that seam all the way across, making sure we push out our seam. Push out, push out, push out. Now we're going to get something that's rounded, and we're going to make sure that our corners are poked out. Pokey out, pokey out. I'm going to run my seam to make sure that everything that needs to pokey out. There we go. I'm going to run my seam. I'm going to run my seam. Run, run. Pokey out, pokey out, pokey out, pokey out. Roll your seams. Now remember, this vinyl has spent its entire life flat, and now you're asking it to do a complete 180, literally. So it's going to take some training, a couple of, 12, 14, 24 hours overnight under some heavy books. There are some other tips and tricks. We're going to take this tape off. We're going to take that tape off. We're going to hiccup. Ooh, I probably need to go eat some food. All right, there is our bag. And since this is the medium bag, we are going to put hot sauce on it. Not fire sauce, not mild sauce. Ha-ha. We are going to put hot sauce on it. And there you go. Woohoo! And let's see. Here is this is the 6x10. Here's the cutie patootie little 4x4. Here's our adorable and useful 5x7. 6x10. Let's find our 7x11. It's over here somewhere. Here's our 7x11. Our 7x11 gets some fire sauce. look at me. I cannot attach dangles. Haha. So 7 by 11 with our fire sauce. And then of course 8 by 12 if you're gonna go big, if you're gonna have a taco this huge, then you're going all out and it's a night to celebrate. So we are going to have a beer with our tacos, which right now sounds really good. Except that I'm on a diet and I haven't had beer or tacos in quite some time. Yeah, this 8 by 12 bag is massive. It's a big bag. Is it all gonna fit on screen? It is. So there you go, 8 by 12, 7 by 11, 6 by 10, 5 by 7, and 4 by 4. Tacos for everybody. Peace.